Hi everyone, this is Justin, and this is what we did last night. We didn't do much in some ways. Obviously, the storm yesterday really kept us from doing what we had planned to do, which was go do the big Pokemon hunt that we've been planning for a couple weeks. And although we kind of tracked the storm a little bit and tried to stay on top of it, it just looked like it hit at the perfect time, and so we decided just to kind of call it when we got there. I know some people, we sent out a text a few minutes before 5, and I think a lot of you guys got it and just decided, yeah, hey, it's not worth trying to come out there. But for the few that did brave the elements, we decided to send everyone to the church and do like a quick lesson and as a backup plan. And so we made our way over to the church and we hung out in the gym for a few minutes. And it's kind of funny that our gym is a Pokemon gym, and um, so the irony is not lost on that. So we were in there for a few minutes, and then we were going to head upstairs. And as we were walking upstairs, we noticed that there was a lot of water. There's the rain that was coming out so hard. There was so much water that was gathering in the little playground area right outside the church. And for those that don't know, this past week on Wednesday, when we had that huge storm, like 7, 8 inches of water, it started leaking in to the church in a couple different areas, and our preschool got hit the hardest. Water ran in under the doors, and we had to do some major just quick thinking. And we had a lot of guys like Clayton and did a wonderful job, and other volunteers and people that came in really helped that. But um, we thought we were going to run into the same kind of problem, so it was fortunate that night that the deacons were meeting and we were able to kind of ask them what needed to be done, and so they jumped into action too. And so the students who usually come to the church to learn found out they had to serve that night. And so we went downstairs and we moved tables and some chairs that need to be get out of the way in case water did come in. And we rolled up some rugs and made sure that any kind of electrical appliance, like the fans that were like blowing to dry the room, were off the floor and unplugged. And so it was a it was a good experience to say the least. It's like sometimes you have to serve, and we don't always go to church to just to sit and learn, but we go there to get our hands dirty. And so that was something that we were fortunate to be part of. So as far as the Pokemon Go, obviously we're gonna have to reschedule that because we were still talking about it a lot last night. A lot of students still want to do it, and I think an upcoming event may be happening soon. So stay tuned about a back to school bash that could be happening. So we're just kind of ironing out the details. But yeah, just sometimes you have to, in any type of ministry and any type of thing where you're depending on weather, sometimes you have to just roll with the punches. And so that's what we did last night, and it was still a good time. And we made the best of what we were of the situation. To do like a side note on something though, I would like to point out, when stuff like this happens, and um, we run into situations where we always want to look out for the best interest of the student and the parent and volunteers being on the road in bad weather. I think in my past experiences, I always try to err on the side of caution. And obviously, rains and stuff are going to happen, but severe thunderstorms, flooding, we want to send people home as soon as possible, just to get them off the road and to be safe. So, obviously, with me living in Winston and being not in Statesville, sometimes under the weather, even 40 minutes away can be totally different. So, if you guys ever see something come up, and obviously you guys are great at communication so far, what I've seen, send me a text that day. Say, hey, something's going on, and make sure you're aware of it. Or I saw this happening today, and I know I appreciate that. So anyway, I always want to make sure that you guys are safe and your students are safe, your kids are safe, and our volunteers are safe that come, and our leaders. And so that's why we ended up kind of closing things down around 6:30 last night, just because there was like an ebb in the storm, and we wanted to make sure to get people out of there while the rain had kind of slowed down a bit. So yeah, exciting, exciting things happen, and we don't plan for them, or we plan the best we can for them. So anyway, that is the end of this week's. This is what we did last night, and I will see you all on Sunday.